Hey, what up, ladies and gents? It's your favorite Asian robot right here, and I have been asked, okay, to by I Hate Hunters, okay. It said, if it's no big deal to you, could you try to show a Frosthammer endgame build? So I built one. Alright. What I'm gonna say is that with this Frosthammer endgame build, Frosthammers are not as popular as the Firehammer because the hammers generally do their best when taking advantage of adrenaline. But there is a way that you can make a frost hammer, and this is the way that I did it without the new cells of inertia, impulse, and all that. This one is a bastion style build, but it's a bit different to how the normal bastion style builds work. All right, I'm gonna explain how it works and, demonstrate it to you as well. So you're gonna start out with the bomb cyclone. Okay, that's from the Urska. Etheric Attunement Cell, Overpower Cell, Mighty Landbreaker as your special, Mod is Turbine Trigger to improve attack speed whenever you're priming. Okay, I'll show you how to use it. And the Mighty Landbreaker special is because it buffs damage. Obviously great. And the Bond will be the Frostwolf Slam. Okay, for more shields, more damage. Overall, it's great. If you are uncomfortable with this, the closest swap that you could do would be Agaris bonded to the Skarn's Defiance. Bonded to the Skarn's hammer, sorry. And that would not be a frost hammer, would it? So Bastion will be Omnicell of choice, okay? You've got Skarn's Defiance with Etheric Attunement. You've got Dark Watch with an Overpower Cell. You've got Scravering Jacket with an Adrenaline Cell. You've got Fiery Gauntlets with a Recycle Cell. And you've got Thrax's Gal with a Galvanized Cell. Okay, overall what you will have is Adrenaline 6, Endurance 3, giving you a total of 45% damage when your stamina is 0. Recycle 3 for an additional 30% raw damage as long as you're hitting the same part. Cunning and Galvanize will improve your critical strikes as well as critical damage, which is crucial to a Bastion build. Overpower, as soon as you stagger a Behemoth, and you will stagger them quite easily with this, you will gain 40% extra damage. And last but not least, Etheric Attunement will help you cast the Frostwolf's Bond more often, giving you more shields from your Skarn's Defiance overall because you will constantly have it up and running, and this will allow you to have more damage for your Bastion jumps. Okay, if you do not like Etheric Attunement and you want to use potions, you can swap both the cells to Catalyst because they are freely changeable. So you can just swap these to Catalyst if you'd like to, and you can use that with potions if you want. Okay, now I don't know who this person is that invited me to a party, but I'm sorry, I will not be entering. Let's go to Conundrum Rocks because these behemoths are easier to demonstrate with a hammer. Okay, so we'll head in there and we will go in and do our thing. Now, when it comes to the Frost Hammer, I'm going to state openly that it is less popular than the normal hammer. Than the Fire Hammer, because the Fire Hammer directly, like if you use the Charok Bond, it directly works with stamina, whereas the Frost Hammer, you sort of have to force the interaction between stamina and the Frost Hammer. So this is why the Frost Hammers are far less popular than the Fire Hammers, when it comes to actually using them in the game. All right, let me lower my camera just a slight bit. Okay, great. Got a Charok first. That'll be a great first demonstration. We do have an elemental advantage though, but it doesn't matter. Okay, as soon as you knock something down, go absolutely ham on it. Turbine Trigger will basically allow you to go extra hammy. Alright. And I always put down one, oh, and you don't have to worry about taking hits as well, because, no predator in this build, so if you take a hit, you don't have to sweat it. You are more independent in that regard. But what I will also say is that you will want to be very careful regardless, okay? Once you get down to 0 stamina, you will hit hard. You will hit very, very hard. And it's dead. There you go. Okay, so that's how you operate this. Now, we had an elemental advantage against that one. let me demonstrate in a more reasonable situation where you will not have an elemental advantage. We'll go fight the Valamir. Now, there's only 4 levels of difference, so of course the fight will be easier, but the Valamir is well known for having a lot of hit points, so let's go in there and devastate him, and you guys will get a clearer picture of how this build works. Okay. Alright. Now, staggering with the hammer is very easy. Alright? Is one of the things you often do. And when you break parts, of course, you benefit more from the overpower. Alright, this is something you want. But you need your last hit to hit the behemoth, because if you don't have that, then the behemoth is not going to give you the Aether Charge ammo. See? So, in between, make sure to at least recover your ammo. And make sure to keep your buff up. Because if you don't have that buff up and running, you're going to have a bad time. Okay? You want to have your Mighty Landbreaker buff up at all times. And do your best to stagger lock, okay? I always leave one for myself, just in case. Because if I get close to running out, that is my lifeline. And if the behemoth is the type that moves position often, I will just tend to structure the buff nearby so that I can collect it easily. Alright. You cannot prime without ammo, so if it's necessary, right, I would rather just restock my ammo. See, I didn't even do a bastion jump on that one, but we laid the smack down quite easily on the Valamir. Alright, and this is just how this hammer build functions. It is very straightforward, very fast, and very efficient. Like I said, if you want to use it with Catalyst, you are absolutely capable of doing so, but this entire build was demonstrated to you without Catalyst. The hammer itself is very strong and functions very well if you are going to use it with Overpower because of how much stagger potential it has, okay? So just keep that in mind and understand that it is a very potent stagger weapon, and once you stagger, you are going to dish out additional damage, okay? So that is basically how this works in a nutshell. I always love using Overpower with the hammer. And that brings us to the end of the video. So I hope you guys enjoy the Frost Hammer build. I don't know if it'll be to your taste, but this is basically the way I would build it compared to how I would build the, you know, compared to how I would build the, what you call it? Fire Hammer. Yep. All right, now the only thing I have left to do is to thank the channel members, because guess what, guys? We have actually gotten 2 channel members on this channel. So a big thank you to yammoSki and Subingu. They are currently listed in the video description. And I thank you guys very much for supporting this channel's growth. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you'd like to see more Dauntless content and more content for other games as well. All of it's coming soon. All right. Thank you and have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys on the next video. Y'all have a good one now. Bye-bye.